Good morning, students. That day we studied about the graph of a linear equation in two variables. And then I told you that it is a possibility that if we take a pair of linear equation in two variables, we will get three cases, three types of graphs. Either they will be intersecting or coincident or parallel. Now let us study when will this happen. Now, we all know that the standard form of a linear equation in two variables is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. If a1 by a2 means if any equation you take a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the equation will be consistent. Consistent means they are having a solution. But in this case, how many solutions you will get? You will get only unique solution, means exactly one solution. In this case, the graph which you will get will be intersecting. So when they are intersecting, you see we are getting only one solution. Let us take an example. 3x minus 8y plus 5 equals to 0. 9x plus 24y minus 15 equals to 0. So what is a1 by a2 here? a1 is 3, a2 is 9. So that is equal to 1 by 3. Similarly, what is b1 here? Minus 8 and b2 is 24. So b1 by b2 equals to minus 1 by 3. So what do you find here? That a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. In this case, the graph which you will get is intersecting and you will get only a unique solution, that is exactly one solution. And this type of equations are called consistent pair of equations. Now we come to case 2. In this case, when a1 equals to a2, a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. In this case, the equations which we will get will have infinite number of solutions, and the pair of equations are called consistent. And the type of graph is coincident. Okay, they are coincident because when they are coincident, because the equations will be equivalent. Let us see by an example that let us take 5x minus 10y minus 8 equals to 0. First equation. Second equation is 15x minus 10y minus 24 equals to 0. So a1 by a2 equals to 5 by 15, that is 1 by 3. b1 by b2 equals to minus 10 by minus 30, that is 1 by 3. And c1 by c2 equals to minus 8 by minus 24, that is again equal to 1 by 3. So here a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. So in this case, we will get an infinite number of solutions. At the same time, they are called and the graph will be coincident. So you can see here that they are equivalent fractions, isn't it? Just multiply the first equation by 3, you will get the second equation. Now come to the third case. Case 3, a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. In this case, the equation which we will get will have no solution, and that equation is known as inconsistent. And the graph which we will get is a parallel graph, means they will not intersect at any point. They will be parallel in nature. So students, page number 46, you have to draw this table 3.4 in your copy. Now let us start exercise 3.2. Now let's see what is the question. The first question is, from the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solution. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions graphically. Number 1, I will be doing first question for you. Next question you will be doing on your own. 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. That we have to find out graphically. We don't have to find it algebraically, the solution. We have to find out the solution graphically. Let us see how to find out. So let the number of boys be x and let the number of girls be y. Now according to the question, the number of boys and girls equals to 10. So x plus y equals to 10. And also it is given that the number of girls is 4 more than boys, means y is equal to 4 plus x. So we will get these two pair of linear equations in 2 variable. Now we have to draw a graph. I have explained you in the first exercise only, so you have to just draw the same way. Again, I have made a table for the two equations. In first equation, x plus y equals to 10. If I have taken x equals to 0, y will be equal to 10. If x equals to 5, y will be equal to 5. Similarly, in second equation, if x equals to 4, y equals to 8. If x equals to 2, y will be equal to 6. You can put whatever value you want. There is no hard and fast rule to put these values only. So you can put the value as per your convenience. So now I have drawn the graph. You can see here. First, if for the first equation it was 0, 10. So 0 and 10. So I have taken 0, 10. I have plotted here. Okay. Then second coordinate for the same equation is 5, 5. So take 5 from here and 5 from here. It will be 5, 5. So first equation I have drawn with a red line. You don't have to use red line or blue line, red or blue pen. You have to simply use a pencil. Okay. So here it is 5, 5. So I have drawn a graph for this equation and I have written the equation also on the graph. X plus y equals to 10. Now for the second equation, that is y equals to 4 plus x, first coordinate was 4, 8. So it is 4 here and 8 here. Okay. So it is 4, 8. Second was 2, 6. So 2 and 6. Now I have joined these two points. So I have got this graph, blue line. I'm denoting it with blue line. So y equals to 4 plus x. Now what do you find? The point at which it is an intersecting line. Okay. So what do you find here? That it is intersecting at point 3, 7. So x coordinate you are getting as 3 and y as 7. So what is the number of boys? We have denoted it as x. So it will be 3. Number of girls as y. So y is equal to 7. So it is satisfying also the equation that the number of girls are 4 more than the number of boys. So graphically we have found out that number of boys are 3 and number of girls are 7. Similarly, you have to do the second part of the same question.